Hi, everyone. This is Coach Nancy Lee. And today I want to talk about, or actually ask, is there such a thing as one true self? So, when it comes to authenticity, the idea of who I am comes into the picture. For some people, it means that there's this idea of one true self who shows up no matter what, similar to how there's one ring to rule them all. And for your background, that is a Lord of the Ring reference. While the idea of one true self provides constancy and some assurance that things will not change, I don't believe this is possible because let's start with the obvious. One, things are always changing. This is a rule of nature for all living things. They are born, they grow, they decay, and then die. The Nancy at 5 months old, 5 years old, 15, 25, 50, 75, and 105 years old are all different creatures with different perspective, experiences, preferences, skills, beliefs, hopes, and dreams. So to say that there is one Nancy that is one true Nancy means that I have to disown or at least distance myself from these many other Nancys, right? You might also say that maybe this is the more real Nancy at this moment in time. And I can see that. And number two, I believe in complexity, and there are many parts of us. Have you ever said or thought this? My heart wants to do this, but my head wants to do that. So the feeling of confusion, even different push and pull, and this idea of being torn is different parts of us showing up. So if this is my perspective on the idea of one true self, then how can there be any authenticity at all? If I can feel, do, or think this way in one situation that involves one group of people, and feel, do, think differently in a different situation that involves another group of people, then am I just a shapeshifter who's never authentic because there's not one true self? Do I just go where the wind blows because there's no real sense of real me? So for me, relates back to the definition of authenticity, which serves as a North Star to this puzzle of, is there one true self? My definition of authenticity is the ability to show up with all of ourselves, including those parts we like, parts we don't like, parts that we think others like, and parts that we think others don't like, with an openness and tenderness. So note that I said it is an ability, because just as I can learn to hide or mask what I really want to say or do, so I become more inauthentic, I can also learn to unmask and be more authentic. That's why, for me, authenticity is a skill and not just one way of being. So if authenticity is indeed a skill, then the question of is there one true self becomes rather pointless because abilities can be upskilled or maybe a bit rusty with the lack of use. It's about the willingness and the intention of the person to find, study, and practice the skills so they can be authentic versus the idea of you're either authentic or you're not. Because this is akin to the perennial nature versus nurture discussions that can be applied to so many differences of opinion, right? People always say, oh, is it nature, is it nurture? I think that either you have it or not model really shortchanges the possibilities of being human. It's a very limited perspective that has changed, and you can see it in science. For example, into the 1990s, the dominant scientific belief that was that as a baby, humans go through amazing neurological growth, but that levels off and decays with age. So I think by the end of being a child, you're stuck with the brain cells you have. And that's not true. The discovery of neuroplasticity and a human ability to grow more neurons, keep changing, and continuously learn has updated this dominant scientific belief to allow for more possibilities. So, viewers, how about you? I wonder if you believe there is a thing as one true self. And do you think you need to be a one true self to be authentic? Which then circles back to the core question: how do you define authenticity? So if you like this type of thinking or musings, I invite you to subscribe or like my video, and so you could be informed about when my videos come out. Again, thanks so much. Bye.